You know, it's really not uncommon to see handicap placards like this hanging on windshields. They allow people who need them to be closer to stores or work.
But 2 Wants to Know's Tanya Rivera is here to tell us how they're costing one Triad city tens of thousands of dollars. Tanya?
Well, not only is it a money issue, but the placards create a problem for severely handicapped people who can't find parking. For 6 weeks, 2 Wants to Know took pictures of cars parked around the federal building, jail, and county courthouse in Winston-Salem. What we found? The same cars parked in the same spaces day in and day out for 8 hours. As the day begins in downtown Winston-Salem, you can't help but notice something. One person after another parks on the street without feeding the meter because they don't have to.
Handicap placards. On this particular street, every car has a handicap placard.
And on the next street and on the next street?
Nearly all, yes.
Rod Ring is with Winston-Salem Parking and Traffic Safety. The sea of placards has caught his attention, and here's why.
The purpose of the meters is to try to ensure the turnover parking as best we can in the city.
But that's not what's happening. One driver after another hangs up a handicap placard and makes their way to work, leaving their car all day and no empty spots available. For example, on this block of Church Street, almost 6 out of every 8 cars has a placard and parks all day. And here on 3rd Street, it's 7 out of 8.
Why should handicapped people get free parking?
We're not the only ones giving the placard issue a closer look.
If people are using it as an alternative to paying for parking because it's free, they're actually denying the availability of a significant number of short-term spaces to people for whom the need is legitimate.
And what is legitimately handicapped?
It's whatever the law of North Carolina says.
Is that the statute, or
That's
is that because
That's
the doctor
statute.
signed off on it?
No, it's the statute.
The statute lists 6 different criteria. One is that a person cannot walk 200 feet without stopping to rest. A city report shows pictures of placard drivers walking more than 600 feet to work. We caught the same thing on camera and started asking questions.
I am a disabled veteran. I have bad knees, and I have bad ankles, I have a bad back, and when I had to park 7 blocks down in Technology Lot, I could barely make it here to work.
It's true, parking in downtown can be difficult, but many of the placard drivers who park on the street pass by this parking garage early in the morning when all the spots are open, and it's just steps from where they work.
That's a pay garage, you know, but
it's closer.
It's $9 a day.
But it's closer.
Yeah, if they're going to let handicapped people park there for free, sure.
Cheaper parking is available, but it's farther away and would require a shuttle ride to work. One disabled vet said when he started working, he was told how to make downtown parking more convenient.
Word got around. You know, you meet new people, you sit there and say, hey, you know, look, if you got a disability, you're allowed to park these different things, because I was complaining about how far I had to walk, and for me, sometimes it's very difficult. Do you see, though, that there are some people with handicap placards that look like they bounce right out of the car, they're carrying stuff? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. And there's some of us that, you know, kind of wonder, okay, why do you have it?
The Citizens Budget Advisory Council agrees.
Well, people feel generally that this is an abuse and a dodge.
Possible placard abuse and the issue of having few available spaces in the downtown area turned into a recommendation to phase out free placard parking.
There doesn't seem to be a good rationale for a public subsidy of handicapped parking.
That same city report claims the lack of parking turnover due to placards costs the city and ultimately you, the taxpayer, an estimated $117,000 a year. What about if it wasn't for free? Does that bother you?
No, not at all.
But until a change is made, the parking is free and the spaces are hard to come by.
Legally, they're not wrong. Morally, make your own judgment.
Now, Winston-Salem wouldn't be the first to do away with free handicap placard parking. Everyone pays in Greensboro and in Charlotte. For this investigation, we concentrated on a 4-block radius where the federal building, county, courthouse, and the jail are.
It's stunning to see how many.
Yeah, at first you think, well, maybe it's 20, and you can say, okay, you know, that's believable. But we're talking about recording, during this investigation, 100 cars, more than 100 cars parked in the same spot, usually day after day.
It is amazing.
It's incredible.
Thank you, Tanya.